Hello, students. So here I'll do a review of the um, in-class reading number 2. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Too big. Okay, I'm going to start with the reading, and then I'll go back and do the rest. So first I'll start with the annotation. So the directions were label the intro, body, and conclusion. So I'm going to highlight the intro as red, the body as light blue, and the conclusion as dark blue. I'm going to do the body as green because it's a little bit more viewable. Okay, so I think this is the introduction, the very beginning. That will be red. The body, all of the body is green, and then the end is blue. Not purple. Blue. Okay, so that's the first one. Double underline the thesis. This one here, and in particular, the end part. So it is the entire thing, but I think I can only underline it instead of double underlining it. But even though it's the whole sentence, it's really the end of the sentence, the curative powers of laughter, because that goes back to the title, Laugh Therapy. So now underline the topic sentences. So there does not have to be a topic sentence for each paragraph. So the topic sentences are this one, but also this one. So this sentence here is really the topic sentence of this whole section. So some people did this one, and this is the topic sentence for this paragraph. And then other students did both of these. Underline maybe this one, and also this one. And these are the topic sentences for this paragraph. But this is a weird paragraph in the middle. So it was tricky, but this one here is really the content for this. So he everything that he did here is when he checked himself into a hotel room, this is the topic sentence. And it goes back to the idea of laughter. That goes back to the curative powers of laughter. So it's in this sentence that we see the connection to the thesis statement. So if you had this one or both of these underlined, I gave you full points, but it was really good reading to see that a few students actually underlined this one as a topic sentence for the whole section. Okay, so see if you can read that again and come to the same conclusion. So we have the topic sentence. Now a couple of supporting details. So here, let's put a number 1 here and a number 2 here and a number 3 here. Yeah, so if you put a number before any of these 3 sentences, you would get points for your detail. So that covers this section. But once we have that now, we put it back to size 12, then we have the main points for every section. So cousins, and all we need to do is copy these. Cousins is important for his writing on the power of laughter. In the body, we look at the topic sentences. We could say, Cousins was sick his whole life. Um, He did not stay in a hospital, but he took control and went to a hotel and watched funny videos. Or as a whole, Cousins tested himself and found that laughter lowered infection and inflammation. So if you had the two sentences, you would have something like this here. If you had the last topic sentence, you'd have this. So all I'm doing is copying the topic sentence in the intro, the ones I have underlined in the body here. And the details, we could have three. We could have, I guess we could have four. This one also could be a topic. Let's see. 1964. Diagnosed with severe, very bad arthritis. Took a lot of vitamin C and laughed at TV. He noticed this helped his inflammation and infection levels. Yeah, so if you didn't have this here, this should be a main point, but I understand if you had this as the topic sentences and you had this as a detail in that case. But most people correctly chose these as the details. So actually, I'm going to take this out because that's really a main point. And then the conclusion. Can you hear my boys yelling at me? And here he shared he wrote a book about his experiences. He wrote a book about his experiences with laughter and healing. So remember, this is the process. When you read, you analyze what's important, and then you do the outline. From here, you can do a very good summary, but I didn't ask you to do a summary. Okay, I'll come back after I deal with my boys, and I'll do another video on the other parts of the test. Sorry for flipping there. We'll finish with a view of the outline. All right, and let me close this.